Hi there, this is Technosis. I'm working on a new project today. It's my electric powered skateboard. Now, specific parts on this bad boy: torque boards, direct drive unit with the 90 kilovolt package. So it has top end torque, so you have a lot of high speed torque as opposed to low end torque. I've been having some issues, specifically with battery packs. I know you probably are like, haha, he doesn't have a BMS, and I'm like, yeah, that's true. And that's been leading to some problems. But I do have a balanced charger. I thought it would work. It could be the cells. But yes, lipo cells. We got two 6S packs in series, and then one in parallel, together for 50 volts and about like 12 amp hours of power. I mean, these say 6,000 on them, but you can actually look. I ordered them on Amazon. One's smaller than the other, and I bought them from the same vendor. It's pretty minute. You might not notice, but I did. And so I'm gonna put this thing together, and we'll go try it out, see how fast it goes. I haven't seen much videos on YouTube right now about this particular product, or at least this hardware here. These cost me a pretty penny. This is the only hardware that I really wanted to spend the extra on, because I'll tell you right now, this is premium ride right here. This is very, very nice hardware. I love these torque board motors. Now, I've had a little issues when I first got them, a little squeaking, some of the little washers on the inside of them, but they are somewhat easy to disassemble and maintenance on the inside of them. Not that you should do that too often if you don't want any moisture getting in there. Alright, let's put the battery pack in. Now, this is a really painful process, so I'm trying to fix this at some point. I tried getting a BMS earlier, but I tried getting two 6S BMSs and wiring them together in series, which ended in sparks, so I don't advise that. Let's see if we got this. And so I've put a few miles on this hardware already, quite a few miles, you can see by the amount of scraping and crap I've put on the back of these. Right now we're running a Flipsky 6.6 vesc, or VESC. I had a small issue early on in its life where I broke off one of the capacitors. So it is actually paired with a new capacitor, but it has a larger capacity. I did some research. They said if it has too much cap, it's fine, but too little cap is not okay. So I just was like, don't crash. That's about as far as you could get with knowing on that. Because a lot of these parts come from China. And I'm going to be honest with you, I love China. It's a beautiful place and amazing people. But the CCP and some of the business practices over there, you already know. I don't even need to say anything. Alright, just about there. Now, I've added a few accessories to this thing. I've got a light kit that goes around the outer edge here. And it's pretty simple, and I have a little 5-volt regulator circuit here that taps into the batteries. I think I know my electrical theory well enough to know if this is supposed to draw from the whole pack or just the one battery, but I actually don't know. I don't know at all. Although I've noticed if I plug the batteries in the back and then the one on this side that's not wired to this one, it'll still turn on. So, go figure. Although I don't know. If I just sat down and drew it out, I might figure it out, but it's not really that important. The draw on this little accessory light thing is pretty marginal. I would give it probably like just a couple, maybe like 2 watts at most. Now, this is my favorite part. I like talking the details on the motors here. These are rated to push 80 amps at 50 volts, which, if you do all the math, it should spit out about 8,000 watts of power with both of them. Now, realistically, that's not going to ever happen. But I do finally have an ESC that's capable of delivering that much amperage. It's just that my battery pack is being crushed like a small beer can. So, we'll have to figure that out with my next edition. Right now we'll be running on a battery pack with one busted cell. So hopefully it doesn't affect our performance too much. I don't think it will really. It looks alright. Now this is my skid plate, kind of an aftermarket edition. Just to help with the wear and tear and keeping all the electronics in one place and not flying all over the bottom of it. It's not the sturdiest or best design. It's still a work in progress. This is like my 2.0 version. 1.0 was rough looking, let me just tell you. I'm surprised the battery packs are still alive. The battery, yeah, so, I mean, I started probably making my e-board February or December of last year, 2021. Or no, 2020. Probably December 2020, yeah. That's when I had money in my life to afford these kinds of things. Let's see. We're almost there. Bear with me. Hopefully I'm not missing any parts. Yep, there's one last one. Usually I use a magnet, and I'll stick all my hardware to a magnet beforehand. That way you don't lose it. I have another cool invention I want to show you all that's just a magnet. The magnet you like link to your pocket so you can just flip your keys on and off. It's fun, but that's another video. Alright, let's get this baby rolling. There's that new Flipsky Gen 2 remote. See if we get connection here. There we go. Sounds like she's spinning. You can see if you look close at the wheel, it'll actually dilate by how fast it's spinning. It may not do it as much as it did it when I first bought it. I think the wheels have shrunk some, but maybe you saw that. Maybe you didn't. Alright, now let's switch to riding this thing. Thank you for your help, Kimmy. Let's see what this do. Excellent motor package, honestly. Here, watch this. You can make it do little burnouts. Just give it a little spin, pre-spin, kick it. Yeah, go baby, go! I don't recommend that for the longevity of your wheels or the performance of your hardware later, but like, it looks pretty damn cool. Alright, so here we go. You probably can't read the speedo on this, but yeah, here's my board. We'll try and do some shots of me riding it so that you're not looking at it from my perspective, because there's not a lot to look at from up here other than my feet and the board and my shadow apparently. Alright, well, I guess that's a good enough video for today. Try and throw you some more shit here soon.